Okay, lava bending versus metal bending. We've had 5 minutes to write down the pros and cons of each of them and really think about which one would win in a fight. I decided to go with lava bending. OC,
I decided to go with lava bending.
Chuku.
I'm lava bending.
Dang, dang it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So we were actually hoping that somebody would choose metal bending, but of course, we wrote about both of them. So
Yes, we did.
we're gonna go ahead and determine why we chose that. So I think I'll go ahead and give you guys why I think lava bending would win. First of all, just with the clues or with the examples that we've had for lava bending, which mainly is just Gazan and Bolin. Lava bending it seems more destructive than metal bending. It seems like if you were to touch it, you'd pretty much like you're done, you're
Right.
donezo's. So, and at the same time, when they kidnapped Korra and created that like pool of lava around them, nobody could touch them. Well, basically they had like a shield around them, and with the lava, it made it very difficult for anyone to reach them. So I feel like it's also defensive and very offensive if you use it correctly. And when Bolin fought with just earthbending, he said something along the lines of, "It feels like I'm just feeding him bullets or giving him ammo." So earthbending would almost be irrelevant
Yeah.
because they can just turn it into lava. Compared to a metal bender, where if a metal bender is fighting and against a lava bender, the lava bender can use earth to supplement the lava bending, versus if the metal bender were to use earth, the lava bender would just turn it into lava. So those are like a couple strong reasons I chose lava. What are your guys's?
So for me, I just feel like, again, evidence from the show, we have not seen a lava bender who got defeated unless it was like some like emotional reason where it's like Gazan was like, well, I want to suicide myself, or Bolin is like, well, I don't want to hurt, or I don't want Varric to get injured. So that already tells you right there that there can't be any like actual like strength or bending reason to stop a lava bender. That already tells you the power it has right there. Another thing with lava bending is just that, like you said, it's very destructible. It's just like it also, during the battle between that giant with Kavira's giant, it was able to burn the metal of that giant, like not completely destroy it, but it had effect on metal. So that tells you already how destructive of a force it can do against certain metal. So that alone to me,
because metal is a conductor, so heat will definitely affect it.
Exactly. So that's the thing that I would say that's why I'm for more lava than the metal.
Yeah. I chose lava as well, and part of the thing that I was thinking about is it takes useful elements from water and fire, because it's that flow of water as well as the deadliness of fire. And in one of our previous discussions about just generally which element is more dangerous, I chose fire because it's just pure destruction. And I think that because lava is this almost, it's similar to fire in that it's pure destruction. If you touch it, it's just going to destroy whatever it touches. So
Your dunzos.
exactly. And then that mixed with the flow and manipulation and malleability of water, how you're able to like move it and shape it in whatever way you want. I was like, this could be a double-edged sword where it's very useful for destroying things, but it's also dangerous to the user, because like you can splash water on your face if you're a waterbender. You can't splash lava on your face. You can't make any mistakes.
Yeah.
So
But one thing that we've seen in the show is that they have the ability to cool the lava as well. So
That's
say if they, it can't be a sudden thing. So I suppose if the metal bender was smart, they can try to use metal bending to somehow take advantage of that double-edged effect, right? So like scoop up some lava and toss it back. But if the person notices, if the lava bender notices, they can either cool it or they can just make it go away again. So let's try to be fair to both sides and talk about the strengths of metal bending compared to lava bending, but I feel like there are a lot of things that lava bending can do that are as good as metal bending. Because at first I was like, okay, maybe metal bending it's more versatile. I feel in the sense that you can shape it to be whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's not exactly the case for lava bending, although we have seen Gazan sort of make it like a spinning ninja star.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the speed of lava bending is almost exactly the same. But at the same time, I've never really seen lava bending be used in a very, very far distance way.
Yeah,
if
I
you
was
know
going
what
to
I
say
mean.
it's not that versatile, or at least in terms of has like long range or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Versus,
so
I was gonna say versus with metal bending, you can literally like they have the little whips, they have the little stuff, so it's very. I feel like it's also very versatile. Not to mention, you can defend yourself really quickly with metal bending, which is also very.
That
useful.
was one of my like pros for metal bending, is that it's much more diverse in its application, where you can literally be Spider-Man, like how we see in the Korra show, and so it's a more creative element, I think, but that doesn't always necessarily translate to what's the best in a fight. I was thinking of how Magneto basically is the ideal version of a metal bender, although his powers are different from how metal bending powers work. But if you get somebody who has like too much iron in their blood, like with Magneto, and you're able to kill them basically by pulling out all the metal that's in somebody's body naturally, like stuff like that theoretically sound pretty cool. Whether or not it's realistic in the Avatar world, let's just play around and say it is. I think that would be a huge pro for that metal bending column.
yeah. I don't think that is a possibility, I feel, but if it were, of course, it would be deadlier. But let's say, obviously, we can't pit up a super strong lava bender against a weak metal bender. So let's actually try an experiment. Let's do. Okay, how about this? Chuku, you're the lava bender, and me and OC will be the metal bender, and we're gonna try to defeat you with whatever means we can, and you have to counter in whatever ways you can. So like, imagine we are actually fighting. Me and OC are technically one person. So.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like two of you guys. I'm like, all right.
No. just two brains and one person trying to fight this lava bender.
Okay.
Basically.
Fair.
So if we were to start a fight, and let's say there's a fair amount of resources for metal, as well as, because like one other issue is that you have to have metal.
That's
right?
true.
Right.
That's true.
That was another thing where I you can determine that metal bending is limited, whereas with lava bending, it's almost unlimited. It's almost unlimited.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and fight in let's say Zhaofu.
Okay.
I think that would offer enough resources for metal, as well as enough earth for lava bender to operate. We can just stay in the same spot that Gazan fought in, basically.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when they try to kidnap.
So there's no kidnapping in this context. Let's say we start off 10 feet apart, and then let's go ahead and start the fight. How would you? I think the first thing I would do as a metal bender. Let me know if you agree or not, OC. Let's say we're also wearing the metal bending armor. The first thing I would do is launch a metal attack like how Kavira did to those bandits. Probably either try to blind them or stab them through the heart or something like that. That's what I would do. Launch two of them. How would you react?
I think so. I feel like this is tough from what I remember of like Kazan and stuff like that, because I don't know how fast lava melts pretty quickly. Although
but we also know that you can use earth. That's the
true.
thing.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll definitely block it with a lot of earth blocks, but I definitely think what I would be doing is creating like a pool of lava, because I noticed that when you can create like a lava surrounding, then it's easy for me to just shoot out lava, and I can even create a lava wall if I wanted to, but not like super big, but like enough that it can defend me. So we have seen Gazan do stuff like that.
Yeah, Gazan can do it really fast.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that would counter it.
Yeah.
How would you approach the next move? Or you can So you're saying you're tossing lava afterwards?
Yeah, I'm tossing. So first, what it does is like you try to shoot me with the small little metal pieces, right? Like you're trying to do sharp me. First,
Yeah.
I'll try to block it with like what earth bending, whatever, right? And then what I'll do is as I'm getting that earth, I'm gonna start creating lava. And when I have that lava, now I can create like a wall, kind of where it shoots up, like it's like every little piece.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, basically you're saying you made the floor around you lava.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made a
Okay.
floor around me. That's lava. And,
I think after that, it seems like the necessary thing to do would be to get high ground. And so you can use that suit to get a vantage point that's above him. And hopefully that's also above the wall, that wall of lava.
Okay. So using like say a metal whip and grapple something
Exactly.
that's higher, like one of the roofs or houses.
Exactly. Yeah.
okay, and then I guess my next attack would be depending. Well, I'd probably be blocking you, but I think my strategy would be something along the lines of, okay, I have enough lava. Obviously, he's on something. What could I do to like start burning that? Because I feel like if that starts burning, then you have sort of like a time limit, and then you're gonna eventually have to come down. And if there's enough lava, it becomes like what's it
Gotcha.
called?
So
Lava floor game,
yeah, so the lava floor game.
basically,
So you're basically just lavaing everything around you is what you're saying.
for the most part.
There's another potential, and it might be dangerous or risky, or it might be a not last minute, or a last final measure type thing. But if you have your body completely covered with metal, you might be able to break through that lava barrier if you're moving fast enough. Meaning that if you can like propel yourself, maybe you use the whips to propel yourself at like a super high speed to try to grab him. And so you go through that lava barrier quickly enough so that it doesn't necessarily
Hurt you?
hurt you. And you grab him from the middle and then try to like, do it that way.
Yeah, it's sort of like how Toph covered herself entirely with metal, and then like the firebender
Yeah.
blasted her with fire, but it didn't work.
Exactly.
But in this case, it's lava. I do think that the time limit for that would be shorter, in terms of like how much you can take.
Yeah,
before
exactly.
Ideally,
It
you
starts
wouldn't
burning.
Ideally, you wouldn't be exposed to the lava for more than a second, or
Okay.
more than like a second or 2 seconds.
Okay, we're trying that right now. So what we did was gather enough metal to cover our entire body, and we charged at you with 2 whips. What do you do?
2 whips. So wait, as in like, are you guys whipping?
So
me,
so we
bringing me to-
grappled. No,
I'm
we
thinking of, like,
grappled 2 things, like Spider-Man,
Yeah, exactly. Spider-Man.
and then we launched ourselves at you, and then we're like we're in the air, charging towards you.
Well, first of all, especially if I have that lava, what's it called, lava pool, and you're charging at me, I could shoot a rock that can stop your distance, and then you can fall into the lava. That's one area. Then you fall in. But another thing I probably could do, let's just say you guys were so fast that I wasn't able to do that. I would.
I mean, if you did that, and we, eyes. Okay, this let's say we're really good benders, and we can feel that the earth rose up to block us. We could probably just move our arms or move something while we're covered in metal to get that rock like out of the way. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Or we can just hit the rock and then bend it at the same time we hit it.
bend in the wood,
You know,
hit it.
because people bend with their heads and stuff like that. So it's like
That's
we just hit the rock and bend it.
I guess if you guys are, that's true. I think Boomy or some people have done that. Yeah, that's true. Toph kind of did bend in the head. I guess it could. Yeah, it really depends. Yeah, this is tough because it really depends how strong. But okay, let's just go with that. You guys break the rock. I'd probably, if you are coming after me, I can just have like a lava wall. Like I could still shoot at the lava wall while you guys are going at me, and then just avoid the attack. And then you guys get some lava on your metal, and then from there, you guys are either gonna have to cut the metal off or let it burn quicker. So you're gonna have to cut it off at that point. And then since you're close to me, lava from
Toss a lava pool at us.
lava pool at you. So that's an aspect.
Yeah, I think at that point we'd either be dead or retreat
Retreat. That's
and
probably
back
the
to another
best.
roof. Yeah, because I can't see how you could counter that. Because like if the entirety of the floor is lava and we launched ourselves at them and they dodged it, how would we like get out of that afterwards?
Yeah.
Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like if our entire body is in the shape of lava, so we can like still walk and stuff, I suppose we would just either keep charging at him, but assuming they're at the same skill level, they can probably just dodge and stuff like that. But one thing I think a metal bender can somehow win with is if they were to like shoot metal, like the really small ones, really fast, and then like bend them in ways like Kovir did,
Yeah.
where it's hard to see.
Yes,
So, like,
exactly.
because you're not a metal bender, you can't sense it. So say like it goes around you, like we shoot one to the right, we shoot one to the left, and we do it so fast, like we do like 10 of them, and then like one of them just pierces your back and it's over.
Yeah, that's fair. That could.
But if you were to see that, I feel like what you would do is just either create a wall around you entirely, or create an earth wall around you entirely to block it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I guess another way I was looking at it is like, because I remember how like sometimes with Kavira, they had that element where they would put they'll have that metal thing and it'll blind them. So I was thinking that was like one of your moves where you blind me and then I can't really see you, and then you try to shoot the metal pieces, and it's like, that's something that can easily.
Yeah, I mean, assuming you had seismic sense, you would
That's true.
be able to see us quite easily. But
I could see that, but then the other question goes back to the metal. Wait, yeah, seismic sets can see metal as well, right? Like if someone try to shoot.
no, if
I don't
if
think
you're
so.
not in the air, not in the air.
not in the air. Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so I think that's actually one way for a metal bender to easily win is like somehow stay in the air and just use like really, really fast metal shards to surround the lava bender, but like somehow that metal bending would have to pierce through like a rock wall, which I feel is very difficult.
Definitely. It's like, it seems like a sniper basically. It's like you have to make sure you get like the right angle and whatnot.
Okay, so basically, in conclusion, it's very difficult to determine like an absolute winner. I feel like there can be wins on both sides depending on strategy.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of overall raw power in a fight, I feel like a lava bender would have an advantage for the purposes we stated earlier, for the reasons we stated earlier, which is one, they can use earth bending and the earth bending of a metal bender against them versus a metal bender who, if they used earth bending, would only help the lava bender for the most part.
Right.
And also just the destructive force of lava, and also the fact that you can probably make it really fast as well, considering Gazan's sort of like spinning lava stars, just slicing that wooden cage open super fast. I feel like you would have more trouble doing that with metal bending compared to lava bending. So if you were to just go around with those lava stars, I feel like it'd be a very difficult fight for the metal bender.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
What are your guys' concluding thoughts? Same or?
Yeah. Same conclusion.
I mean, I agree. It's interesting that we all chose lava bending, but I guess that it just makes the most sense, at least for us. But hey, if any of you guys have any thoughts or disagree with us that metal bending would be able to beat lava bending, definitely throw that in the comments. And
yeah, it was a fun experiment to just try being in the place of the benders and like seeing what we would do in those circumstances.
Right.
And of course, we base everything off of like what we've seen in the show. We try not to stretch it too far to the point where like we don't know if that's actually a capability of the bender. So yeah.
Definitely.